Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on, my guy?
Check out these sick gains.
Whoa, well, I couldn't even. Wow, that's astonishing. Your shirt hid that so well.
Yeah, because, I've been maxing nothing but carbs. I'm getting ready for a competition soon.
Oh, okay. I mean, carbs are not traditionally the way that you bulk up and make yourself more muscular, but what kind of competition are you going in for?
Oh, the larger style of competition. It's a grand thing. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Well, you haven't said specifically what the competition is yet, so I haven't. No, I can't say I've heard of it because you haven't said anything.
Well, it's not really a mainstream thing yet, but it's a backyard sumo wrestling.
Backyard sumo wrestling. Is that like the hit PC video games from the early 2000s? The late 2000s?
Exactly. Except for it's real.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, that's cool. Whose backyard is this happening in?
Walmart's.
What? They have that? They have a backyard?
Not legally.
Is this like a Fight Club sort of thing? Should we not be talking about this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, cool. So how did you find out about this?
Well, I was at Walmart and
okay.
and I was challenged.
By who? The employee?
I honestly, I don't know their name. All I know is they had pink hair and they thought that because I'm tall, that I was beautiful, and so that they must have me. So here I am, fighting for my honor.
Oh, I see. This is eerily reminiscent, I think, to something that we watched this week. So are you saying that you don't want to marry this individual? Aren't you into tall?
Not in particular. I mean, yes, 9 times out of 10, yes, but I'm the tall one.
Oh, this person's not.
They're kind of in comparison to me, no.
All right, that changes my perspective. I thought this person was your height or taller, so I was going to be confused for a second, because normally you're all about tall person to fawn over.
Right. Giant woman.
Well, I wish you luck. Is it a one and done, or is this a round robin? Are you going to fight other people, or just this one person?
Honestly, I don't really know the details.
This is purely you showing up to the backyard of Walmart, right past the lawnmower section, and sumo wrestling somebody to not have to. So do you marry them if you lose?
I believe so.
Okay.
The information's kind of hazy. There was a lot of Cheeto dust in the air.
From you, I assume.
Well, it's Walmart.
Yeah, you were munching on Cheetos, I bet. Just picked it up right off the shelf, opened it up.
Us.
You should really figure out something that you get if you win.
Freedom.
You could just not show up. You don't have to go. You're going of your own will.
No, my honor dictates I have to.
Right. So, get something out of it at least.
It's gas station code. You cannot besmirch the honor of the attendant.
It's a gas station involved now.
All gas stations apply to these rules. There's a code of honor.
Uh-huh.
And it's very important. And they challenged me, so I gotta uphold my honor.
Of course. It's like Bushido. Bushido applies no matter where you are, what time of day, who it is.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't argue with that. That's fair. By the way that you look, when did you get challenged, by the way?
3 days ago.
You bulked up this hard in 3 days?
My power is unlimiting.
Are you juicing?
Well, I mean...
And then do you have any extra?
I have juice. Like
Justin?
Yeah.
Where is he? Why isn't he here?
Well,
you have him?
Yeah.
Did you lock him up?
No, he's in me.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, see, I juiced.
That's terrifying. Are you Kirby?
Now I'm ready. So yeah. Oh, that was just me. Hold on.
Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh my holy. It's so dark in there. And Justin. Oh my God. Justin was so slimy, but alive for some reason. You don't digest very quickly in there, but The inside of you is like an infinite void. I understand why Kirby is considered one of the most powerful video game characters in the world. Okay, shake that one off a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna move us into the summary now so that I don't have to think about what I just witnessed and all of the cosmic horrors that exist inside of you. We rejoin Luffy Taro and Zorojuro as they are treated for their injuries, and Tama enjoys a nice bowl of red bean soup for her birthday. However, this joy was short-lived, as a few goons with Timu Devil Fruits swoop in and yoink Tama away from everyone. Our Straw Hats give chase as well as Kiku on the back of Komichiyo, but they are outpaced by the one with Tama and must instead make their way through the town of Bakura.
Baccarat?
Bakura.
Baccarat?
No. Ba-ku-ra.
Rat.
God damn it. Okay. Where all the wealthy-ish people live around these parts. There, they re-encounter Urashima, the Yokozuna who wants to marry Kiku, but she don't want none of that. Meanwhile, Tama has met the de facto leader of this town, Hold'em, and his lion pet, question mark, I guess, that's attached to his stomach, and also they share the same body for some reason? I don't get it either. This show's fucking weird. Tama, however, is being tortured for information about her devil fruit that she doesn't truly know she has, just that she probably shouldn't tell anyone about it. Anyway, back outside, Kiku's taken it upon herself to take a little off the top for Urashima because he's been thinking of getting a haircut recently. How nice of her. However, I think she took a little too much because he gets real mad and tries to smack her. But Luffy Taro gets in the way and challenges him to a sumo match. He wins, embarrassing Urashima, and becomes the local Yokozuna. Then, all three of them strike a pose and aura farm for a hot second before the episodes finally end. Oh, also, Law shows up for a second to make Beppo's tummy feel better.
Honestly, golden ham worthy.
To Beppo for being cute?
Well, to Law for, making his tummy feel better.
I mean, that's valid, but Law was going to walk away, and Beppo used his cute fruit to lure Law strategically back in to make his tummy feel better, so...
Oh, yeah, you swayed me.
Yeah.
Well, this may have to come up later.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves too much here, but that's a good one to keep in the back of your head as we keep talking. So we're in the second set of episodes for Wano now, Devin.
This feels so good. We're progressing.
Yeah? How do these episodes make you feel?
Raw.
Okay. That's an interesting statement.
I don't know how to perceive anything.
So you're just taking in the episodes, sort of just absorbing the colors and sounds.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Just
you don't need to activate the Kirby suck again. Otherwise, this podcast is never going to get done. Please just let me live.
Again, you'll be fine. Anyways. Oh, feels so good. Feels so good. Good soup.
Good soup?
Yeah, I feel kind of similar to Tama, continuing on into Wano. I was stuck in the toxic poison that is the river of filler. And now I have some good soup finally.
Well, Tama spent a lot of these episodes being pretty sad and upset. So I don't know if that feels like the opposite of what your sentiment is.
Well, yeah, because they didn't eat the soup yet.
She ate some of the red bean soup.
Yeah, and then after she ate the red bean soup,
she got kidnapped.
I mean, she was happy for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So is this you predicting that very soon, like next set of episodes, you're just going to be sad and upset?
Perchance.
Because something bad's going to happen?
Perchance. I don't know that, though. It could even be a boat.
A boat?
Yeah.
What does a boat have to do with any of this?
Nothing. It could be a boat, though. It could be bad things. It could even be a boat. We don't know.
I love the scale. The scale is horrible atrocities to, I don't know, there could be a boat. I'm down with it.
Exactly.
It doesn't get any better than maybe there's a boat. That's the high end. That's as much excitement as you're willing to allow yourself for the show, even.
Well, of course, I have to temper myself,
Right.
Don't set the bar too high.
Of course. Yeah, you don't want to be let down or anything.
Exactly.
Lest there be too much hype.
Can't let the hype train take off. It has to be the hype boat. It's slow.
The hype boat.
Yep. The hype boat. All aboard.
What if it was the best of both worlds and it was a hype sea train?
I don't like that.
No, not about it.
Do you not remember Eddie's Lobby? I remember Eddie's Lobby.
Oh, I remember Annie's Lobby, yeah.
I hated that train.
Well, I mean, the arc that happened on the train itself was kind of mid, but
I hate the train.
we got T-Bone out of it.
We had Timo.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back. We'll see him again.
Lies we tell ourselves at night.
I'm a truth sayer. I only dream truths.
I only dream truths. All right, what are the winning Powerball numbers?
I didn't say I mean, if I dream of him, I'll let you know. I haven't dreamed of him recently.
Okay, good.
And we'll split the pot. And then you'll never have to see another one again. But I had a personally good time, too, with these episodes. We slow down a little bit from stuff that we were doing last set of episodes, getting back into it, but it's still great. I had a fun time. I feel like I wish to stab many people over Tama's sadness because, goddamn, this little girl just absolutely does not deserve this treatment that she's getting on her birthday, no less.
Wait, do birthdays not normally go like this?
No, at least I shouldn't. Especially when she's getting treated to some nice red bean soup and rice balls, dude, for the first time ever in her life. This fucked up.
So, hot take.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the sentiment, but to me, personally, I cannot stand beans.
Oh.
So this is like torture.
That hot take could have gone a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. No. Like, everything else was fine. It was just the fact that it's red beans. And to me, nope.
Yeah. Red beans fall in a weird category for me where I've had a bunch of different food with red bean and red bean paste in it. And it's that lightly sweet but savory taste to it that sometimes is good, but in other ways it's bad sometimes.
I just can't do beans. I can't do beans. Every single time, it's a texture thing, it's a smell thing, it makes me gag.
So you're just overall not a beans guy. Black beans, pinto beans, none of this, garbanzos.
No beans.
What?
Garbage, get it out of here.
Damn, dude. You're missing out.
My body rejects beans.
Reject binarity. Like modernity.
Right. Reject beads. Become paste.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the second half of that is.
I don't know either. And exactly why I hate it.
I don't know. That was a bad. That was a mushy mouth feel. Kind of like beans. Well, I thought you were going to tell me that you were sick of Tama, and I was going to jump across this table and fight you, honestly.
No. Tama, you're chill. We're chill. You're the cute child of the show. I get it.
What number Kobe do you think she is at this point?
Fuck if I know.
We haven't kept track in a long time.
Dude, we're at least 15.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We've got a baker's dozen of Kobe's for sure.
Right. I hate to say it, she is no different than any of the other ones so far, except for this one's starving. But I'm pretty sure there was other ones that were also starving.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were other ones that were starving, but I feel like she's playing a little bit more into the plot now than a lot of others have in the past.
Yeah, definitely so. But at the same time, it's
also pretty ironic that we call them Kobe's when Kobe is now like a semi-major character.
Yeah, but he did lay the groundwork. He's the foundation.
No, of course.
That's why he's so strong.
Yeah, I'm a creature of habit, so I'm never going to change that name. I'm just saying it's kind of funny now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But it's the nature of the formula of the show, where there's just always the cute, chibi, sad mostly sad. They're always sad.
Mm-hmm.
And they have something to do with the plot. I don't think we've seen the grand scale of the plot of Wano just yet.
No.
Absolutely not. But like, this is definitely going to be like one of those things where it's going to be a big moment for a bit, and then it's going to not be a big deal, I think. You know what I mean?
Like Tama specifically, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Tama will probably serve as some form of introduction into how the Kozuki clan have no longer been in power around here, or why her and the master guy have stuck around for so long. I mean, we know why she is stuck around in that area, but the master, we still don't really know why he wanted to stay in that rundown village. So I'm sure that there will be some relevance to this in the somewhat near future. But then, yeah, I mean, once we're taking on Kaido, I don't know how much.
Yeah, she's just the vessel to get us into the rest of Wano.
Unless maybe that Mochi cheek power has some other facet to it that we don't know about yet that might be useful.
Gross.
What if it undoes Kaido's invincibility or something? He takes a bite and is like, oh, I'm into that.
Oh, suddenly I feel vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh no, my insides.
Oh no, my toxic masculinity is not defending me anymore.
is melting away. This cute, adorable 8-year-old child is handing me a mochi ball that she made from her cheek fat. This is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Dies.
It's like all of the collective death blows that he should have suffered over the years, like him just falling off of cliffs and trying to kill himself, all hit him at once and he just dies on the spot.
That would be the funniest shit. Like, it obviously would be after like a fight with Luffy, or, you know what I mean? Because I gotta milk that.
Right.
But like that alone, like that being the killing blow, not all the buildings he's flown through or landed on or nothing, or the times he's possibly drowned.
Mm-mm.
One mochi ball.
Yep. Like Big Mom's weakness of her skin being so tough, she just needed to get really sad. Kaido just needs to have really intense cute aggression.
Oh my god, it's so adorable. I could cry.
God damn it, this small child has moved me to tears. Look at her fucking smile and the handful of mochi balls that she got. My spleen.
It's the what was it, Fist of the North Star meme where it's the "you are already adorable." No, and he explodes.
He just explodes.
Yup.
He rains gore and innards on everyone.
The most metal the show has ever gotten.
Not even a hard left turn, just a fucking loop-de-loop. Wow. That would be incredible.
Too bad that'll never happen.
No. No, at least not the part about him blowing up. I will say, if cute aggression does end up being the case, then damn, I wouldn't be mad. Mostly because I called it, but, you know.
If we are right, I can't wait to see people's reactions in the future to us just calling it out right this moment off of a bullshit meme.
Just the dumbest thing. And then 120 episodes later, it's proven correct, and everyone's like, God, you mother!
Points finger, like, oh my god, did you fucking see that?
How did you know? You knew! Who told you? But all right. Back on to more episode-specific topics, I guess. So we had those two goons show up. The bat guy we initially hear, or we see with his supersonic hearing, he hears Suro.
So the bat guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. Doesn't matter.
Bat guy and Gazelle Man.
So when they first show him and it's just his eye and his ear, I was like, oh shit, we're going to get like a cool design, right? Like he's going to be like a cool looking dude. And then he fucking shows himself and I'm like, what was I expecting? Like, Devin, you did it to yourself.
He's got ass wings.
See, I don't necessarily hate the ass wings. It's just so round. So round. When I think of bat, I don't think of That.
Sick rhyme, dude. This is like when people complain that bumblebees shouldn't be able to fly because their wings are too small for the size of their bodies.
Right.
Although I will say I do find it hilarious and also a nice detail that the bat guy, they do that bat fluttering thing where he is like a regular in his movement where it's not a straight line. It's this like up, down, left, right, up, left, right, up, down, left.
Right. Yeah. The Konami code of flying.
Yes, exactly. The bats canonically love Konami games. Huge Metal Gear fans.
45.
Colonel,
I've gotten this devil fruit and it turns me into a bat.
I'm trying to listen in on this conversation, but the sound of my bat wings clapping is making it too hard to approach the guards.
Oh my god, we're untethered.
Well, you know, it's
perfect. I love it. But yeah, the arrows, surprise, deflect, like, yeah, she gets kidnapped. Tama gets kidnapped by a gazelle.
Yeah.
Now that made me pause for a second because I saw the fishnets and I was like, Ivanka?
Yeah.
And then they revealed his face and I was like, no, it's some other schmuck in gazelle clothes, or not gazelle.
It's a guy in gazelle clothes.
It's a guy in fishnets. And it's like, that was their thing. You're a thief. This is stolen culture.
This is stolen valor.
Yep.
I find it incredible that you saw fishnets and immediately jumped to, oh, is this actually Ivankov and not just another one of the newcomers?
Right. Like, it could have been anything. Like, I just see fishnets and my mind went blank and went, oh.
Right. Yeah. You know, it feels like I don't outwardly hate this, but it does feel largely like this is a little shoehorned. Like these two guys shouldn't really be able to get away from Luffy and Zoro, but we just kind of made it happen for the sake of plot.
Yeah.
The gazelle guy is fast. We don't have anyone necessarily.
Can't Luffy like super teleport, like shave?
He should be able to shave. He should be able to second gear and catch up to that guy, you know? Let Zoro and even Kiku take care of the bat guy and just second gear shave your way to the gazelle. I feel like this is a totally avoidable situation, but we just kind of said, fuck it. Turn your brain off. Let the gazelle man in tights and the Batman with ass wings just do their thing.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
Batman. Justice.
For the sake of copyright, my name is Bat Guy.
Bat Guy. I
actually don't remember what they refer to him as in the episodes. I know the gazelle is Gazelle Man, but I don't remember if Bat is Bat Guy or they try to do Batman also.
Honestly, genuinely didn't care enough to pay attention to it.
Yeah, kind of same, but now I'm thinking about it and being like, oh, we're just out here teasing copyright. Oda's taking on big DC.
Big DC. Again, minor villain. These are both, as soon as I saw him pop up, I was like, yes, the minor villains have shown up.
They do call him Batman.
They do?
Yeah, he's Batman.
I'm Batman.
You know, it is true, though. Like, I mean, I'm making fun of his butt wings, but the fact that his wings do sprout from there make him look more generally like a bat shape, you know? Bat wings in traditional media on vampires or whoever, fallen angels, they look like sort of dragon wings, but where the angel wings are supposed to be. Bat wings, you know, sort of do lead down to their tails and are kind of all part of the same structure. So,
right.
You know, I'm clowning him for having ass wings, but it is more canonically accurate to an actual bat. So I guess shout out to Oda for making canonical Batman in his universe.
Hear me out. Could you imagine if instead of using a bow and arrow, he used a fucking boomerang? Or like throwing stars?
That would have been great.
Right. And a utility belt. The lawsuit.
Oda didn't want to test it that hard.
Right? So he had to be slightly different.
Yeah.
It's not a utility belt, it's a utility quiver.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There was another bat person back on Thriller Bark.
There was?
Yeah, one of Moria's zombie / general things. The Mysterious Four, they were called.
I don't remember a bat-looking one.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I didn't particularly either, but she was one of the higher-ups, along with, like, Lola and Sindri and all them, and Absalom.
Right, like, I believe you. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have no memory of this.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have either if I didn't see it just now, after Googling Bat Guy One Piece.
That's a threat. That's a potential spoiler. You never know. There could be more bats.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But also, this guy doesn't have a name. He's just Batman. He's Batman. And the other one is Gazelle Man.
Wait, that is their official names?
That's their names. That is their official name. They have no other names. Well, I should say Batman doesn't. I didn't look at Gazelle Man's page, but I'm just assuming that if Batman doesn't, then Gazelle probably doesn't either.
Speaking of Gazelle Man, I gotta say I'm so happy that they did this, which is making fun of the fact that they're sprinting animals, they're not persistence running animals, and how he's just fucking wheezing. Like once he gets like Tama to whoever the guy is,
yeah,
I call him Lion Man because I don't remember his name, nor do I care.
Yeah, I mean, why stop now? Batman, Gazelle Man, Lion Man.
Right. Like just the fucking wheezing and how the guy's like, hey, like fucking you're annoying, go outside. And he's just like, I'm having an asthma attack.
My fucking size hurt, dude.
Right? Like, I'm pretty sure my legs are going to explode. Oh, never have I felt more seen.
I know. Honestly, same, dude. Me after cardio every time. That was hilarious. There are a couple of funny bits in these episodes that they do just in between semi-serious moments. Largely, it's not that serious of a set, but there are still moments where they want you to pay attention, but then you have moments like Tama's looking dramatically up at the lion guy. The lion guy has his red eyes, and it looks like the lion head is talking, and it's about to eat her. And we're about to reveal who Hold'em actually is, Lion Man. And then Gazelle's just in the back.
Just fucking ruining the moment.
You're a tiny little thing. I almost pity you. Go ahead and cry if you like.
I got a stitch in my side.
Shut up! Get out of here!
This is the One Piece shit I live for.
Right. Like that shit like had me wheezing.
Mwah.
But at the same time, I was for a millisecond, I thought Peckham's was alive.
He does make a pretty similar noise, that growl, growl,
Go, go.
yeah. I guess that's just their generic lion noise and not specific to Peckham's.
But like, what if Peckham's is the belt?
That would be fucking wild.
Like, it would make sense for why he's resisting arrest.
What?
Because the belt attacks the dude.
Yeah.
So Peckham's not wanting to be there.
Like trying to not be that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying not to be a belt anymore.
God, that would be horrifying if we found out that Peckham's was that lion.
It doesn't seem impossible.
No, it doesn't seem impossible, but I would also wonder how the fuck, dude. And also how he got there.
There's fucking teapots that are Tanukis. Like, shit just happens.
Yeah, I'm so curious as to what the hell this is.
Agreed.
The lion is a part of Hold'em. They share the same body, especially the stomach area.
Yeah, and the testes.
And yeah, I mean, they feel the whole thing. Like, apparently they share a stomach, it seems like. Like, if the lion were to eat, Hold'em would also get full or something. But yeah, they share the same nerve endings across the entire body, which we see when the lion gets pissed off by Hold'em punching it, and he goes, all right, guess what I'm fucking next to, jackass, and then reels back and knocks him straight in the fucking junk.
What? Don't give me that look! I'm gonna clobber you!
That animation of the testicles, like where they're glowing.
Yeah. In my head, before it's really revealed that they're one and the same, this feels like the way that the animal people can make electricity, the people of Zoe.
That's why I'm like kind of convinced that this might be Peckham's.
It can't be Peckham's. There's no way Peckham's got from Whole Cake Island anywhere near there to here. And also the last place we saw him, he fell off a cliff into waters that we knew he was tied up on an island or whatever, right? By the Sun Pirates.
No. He was in the moon mode and quote unquote died.
Was that the last thing we saw?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, you're right.
So we don't really know if he's
not dead.
He's written off as dead, but is he? Or is he a belt now?
Peckham's is surely not dead. And also, it would be insane if he ended up there that quickly. Also, it feels like this Hold'em guy has had Lion Belt for a long time, given the way that people react to him, so...
I don't know. Oda be making bullshit up. I'm just saying.
I mean, I agree. See Tanuki Teapot.
Yeah, like, besides the weird shit that happens, to me, you're right. It shouldn't make sense. But that's why I feel like it's going to be the truth. Because it shouldn't make sense. I'm gaslighting myself, I know.
No, I know. Yeah, we're just out here making outlandish claims for the sake of potential, like a 1% chance of being right in 100 episodes.
But think about the memes.
Yeah,
think of how possible that roar just unless he's like, I don't know, fucking Peckham's dad.
Oh, now that's a theory. They have the same vocal tick.
Yeah.
But even still, I'm just so intrigued by what this could be. Did Hold'em eat a fake lion fruit and it went wrong and became a torso belt lion instead of giving him the ability to be half lion? He still has lion features.
Yeah, but that could be anything. That could just be doodled on his face.
Right. Yeah, he could have just lightly dyed his skin.
Like, that dude wears makeup. He has fucking eyeshadow on. You see it, I see it.
Yeah.
So, like, those features don't matter, in my opinion.
His skin's lightly yellow. He might just have jaundice. Who knows?
He might have jaundice.
Just a little bit of scurvy.
A little bit, just a sprinkle.
They are pirates.
True. And this place isn't known for its medical care necessarily.
No, there's no 20 doctors here like Drum Island or anything. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with this. Because at first it seems like the Tanuki Teapot where we just fed a belt the lion fruit. But the fact that they have the same nervous system, I'm so curious to see what it is.
Yeah, there's genuinely no way for me to guess. I feel like it's going to be its own new thing, or it's going to be something really dumb.
I mean, my guess truly, I think if I were to put one down, is that this is just a defunct bad smile. This is a lion smile that wasn't fully baked, and instead of making him like Batman or Gazelle Man, it made him half man, half lion. Abomination thing. That's my real guess for what's going on here.
Okay. So do you think the Gazelle and the Batman are also... Obviously, I think those two are definitely using bastardized fruits.
Well, yeah, they say in their epitaphs when they first are introduced that they're smile users. So he has the bat smile and he has the gazelle smile, but because that's the whole point of Kaido's crew. Kaido's making the world's largest and best crew of Zoan fruit, devil fruit users. So all of these people that have, like the mouse guy, the fucking mouse asshole in the bar,
right,
who gaslights Urashima into going out and taking what he wants. They've all consumed smiles, but these are incomplete devil fruits and seem to just give them features of the animal and not really an ability to transform necessarily like a true Zoan. So I don't know. Well, this will, I assume, be expanded upon as the arc goes on. But yeah, it seems to me that Lion Man Hold'em he was an early adopter and it went bad.
Yeah, I can believe that.
They hadn't got the formula right. Too much sugar.
Not enough lime.
Yeah. Yeah, too sweet, not enough savory.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to think of it.
What do you think of Kiku now?
Love her.
Okay.
Love her.
Tall woman.
So, tall woman with a sword.
Mm-hmm. She goes swish swish.
And also just good moral compass. Love that.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I wish she had thrown more hands / swords. She was clearly playing the angle of sweet, innocent woman while in the crowd of people to make it look like Urashima was going to beat a helpless woman, even though she jumped over the 30 stories tall sumo wrestler and chopped his top knot off and then landed gracefully. But, whatever. She's innocent. So she's playing this card, but I was so hoping that she would just fuck him up, basically, after jumping on the stage.
I agree, but I knew in my heart, I was like, they're not going to miss a chance for Luffy to go fucking sumo mode. Like, you're right. It's like, trying to defy fate. Like, you just see it happening and you go, I know what's going to happen. Damsel in distress, but not really.
Yeah.
Although, like, at the beginning of their match, the fucking metal riffs. Oh.
Yeah, we got a little bit more of that.
Just when Luffy teleports in and stops that attack on Kiku, and just the shredding of the guitar, but with the fucking theme. I guess it's the One Piece theme. Oh, more. You finally. Good music. Good soup.
Who would have thought that the arc based around traditional Japan and Japanese motives culture would end up featuring guitar riffs so heavily in the beginning?
Right? Like, you would think that would be like the shamisen or something.
Yeah. Or some other traditional style of music or instrumentation. But they go, nah, electric guitar.
The amount of aura farming in this arc already.
Dude, they all get in on it. All three of them just hit some pose at some point to just be fucking farming that aura, man. In the last episode, there's at least 3 screenshot-worthy moments between all of them.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Also, to backpedal a little bit, speaking of aura farming, when Luffy uses his Conqueror's Haki, it was gold, right?
It was gold.
That's different.
That is different.
Weird.
I am not sure.
But I don't hate it. I like the fact that they're using more color variation. It's visually pleasing, but it also feels wrong because we have 900 episodes of Haki not being colorful.
Well, that's true, but also not. There's been moments where Conqueror's Haki has been shown to be this reddish aura also.
Right.
And I believe, was it Doflamingo or was it...
Well, Doflamingo did. They did have a moment.
They had a moment together where one of theirs was red and one was sort of bluish, I think.
I think Don Chinchao was also the fight where Haki was colorful. My memory's a little hazy.
I think Katakuri also. I think there was a moment with Katakuri where they're both using Conquerors, but it might have just been armament Haki clashing. That one I don't remember in specific, but
right.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time where Luffy, or really anyone, I think, has had a yellow golden version of their Conquerors. So that is cool. I do like that.
But also there's the other aspect, Zoro, he's clearly using Haki, right? With that purple aura around his blades.
Yeah, that's armament.
Oh, I love purple. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I sound like Justin. Justin, I know you're in there.
Yeah, this is him.
Is this just you coming out?
Unconsciously speaking from the depths of your stomach.
Right.
Actually, I'm going to walk back my statement a little bit. I don't know if it's necessarily armament Haki unless the blade itself turns that purplish black color. I know it's surrounded by the purple aura.
But one of them was already a black blade.
Yes, the cursed blade has always been dark in color, but it gets even more purplish, blackish when he uses armament hockey on it.
Right.
The aura, I think, just is... I think that's supposed to represent some extension of either Zoro's fighting spirit or just the latent power of the swords.
Right.
Because they've kind of showed that to be the case too earlier when Zoro notices Luffy's, the sword he's got from the master, and he looks at it and it glows. So something along those lines maybe is what that is, if it's not armament anyway.
Right. At the same time, still fucking.
Oh, absolutely. Undeniably badass.
We haven't had him in so long.
Oh, I know.
And we're just getting after from him.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah. I love the moment too when Zoro notices that Kiku has the blade also, and he's just studying her, and Luffy's looking at her, and surprisingly both of them are very observant in this moment and are like, "You're not just a waitress at a tea house, are you?"
Also, Zoro's comment, "Damn, you're big."
He does go, "Yeah, wow, you're tall."
Well, he doesn't even just say you're tall. He says you're huge.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, she is. She towers over both of them.
Oh.
She's probably around Brooke's height, if I had to guess.
Yeah. No, not Aphilon?
Aphilondra? No, I would say Aphilandra's definitely taller.
Yes, she's like twice her height, but like,
Yeah.
she definitely is a tall woman.
Yes. Way above average for this area.
Being 5'9" in the 17th century.
Which?
What'd you think of the Urashima fight?
I thought the Urashima fight, for what it was pretty entertaining. I loved, dude,
Undefeated versus
Luffy's intro when he first takes up the match and he does the sumo stomps, and they give him a new epitaph, and it just it's like sumo pirate wannabe, and then it's
undefeated versus Usopp.
Yeah, it's the thing you're saying.
The bar so low,
so incredibly low. He's like, "I'm a sumo master. I've never lost before," and then it's just undefeated against Usopp.
At the same time, it makes me think like, is this what it feels like to like the episode of South Park where it's like, oh, I'm going to go into the woods and hunt the level 1 boars for 300,000 years?
Uh-huh.
Like, is this what the power looks like?
Yeah. Yeah. He's undefeated against Usopp. What it doesn't say is he's got 136,572 wins against 0 losses. So,
right.
I'm surprised Frankie hasn't gotten in on that action.
Or Chopper.
Yeah, or Chopper doesn't scream sumo as much. He could go big form.
I mean, Kung Fu form. He could probably.
No, Kung Fu form gets washed. He needs to be in buff, semi-human Chopper form.
Wendigo.
Or Wendigo. Yeah. Wendigo's the opposite end of the spectrum. It's just like cheating almost.
Yeah, I like the fight. It was nice. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't predict it 100% correctly, that Luffy inflates himself
yeah,
to look like a sumo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know what? This is still good.
Totally. Yeah. Plus, you know, you got to have that cool juxtaposition of the tiny guy being able to just rock the humongous man's world.
Right. The, what was it, David and Goliath-esque feel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except for Goliath is beating up David because David is 8'4". But yeah, that final shot of them just standing on the stage like, yep, you think we got their attention? Yep.
Yeah, like Luffy wins that fight and is looking out. He's standing with his arms crossed or whatever. Zoro walks up. All the people in the crowd go, "Wait a minute, you're fucking Zoro Juro, the murderer of the magistrate." And he turns around and hits him with the, "Yeah, what of it?" And he sits down on the stage with his swords over his shoulder, does the hand inside the kimono pose, and just like, "Oh, hit that shit." Eat that up.
I totally thought he was going to pull out fucking, what are they called? A gourd.
The sake gourd, yeah. I did too. I really was hoping he had the gourd of sake left. And then even Kiku gets in on it. She's got her one sword. She takes up a position in front of Luffy, hits that hand on the hilt sword.
To unite the world from devastation.
Luffy's definitely Meowth.
Oh, 100%. 1000%. Speaking of Kiku, have you noticed that they've been focusing heavily on her eyes and how her eyes look kind of similar to like Zoro's cursed swords, like the pointiness of the iris?
I have not been so diligent a watcher as that. No, they've given her a lot of close-ups and her eyes have always been very big, but I can't say I've paid special attention to them.
Shinsekai has done me well.
I think, yeah, that might be true. That could be true.
But no, yeah, I don't know. Part of me, like, I keep seeing her eyes and it's like it's either a creative twist on the iris or there's something like we really don't know about her. Like, she's really powerful. I hope it's that one, but at the same time, I have a feeling it's still going to be it's just unique.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to go out of my way and Google any pictures just in case that's an actual thing, but I don't remember looking at her eyes and seeing anything in particular about. Are you saying the pupils are like slitted or something along those lines? Or
well, it's the iris. It's the color aspect around the is it the iris? I don't know. I'm not an eye doctor.
The iris is the colored part.
Yeah, so it's the colored part. It's like jagged.
Okay.
And like it leads into like points towards her pupil.
So it sounds like they've animated her eyes to look more like real people eyes instead of cartoon eyes.
Kind of, but more pointy. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Like, you just have to look at it.
Yeah, I'll look at it next time, see what's up with that. That's an interesting observation. I would be interested to see if that actually pans out with something.
That would be sick. That would be a real hype train.
I think that's like mostly it. We accidentally save Otama at the end here when we send Urashima flying, so there is that. For the time being.
Yeah, there was torture.
Yes, she was getting the shit pinched out of her cheeks by Hold'em, trying to make more mochi balls out of them.
God, that would fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah. I really thought, too, that they were going to go for her teeth.
Oh.
Like, those are the stereotypical vice grips that you see characters go when they want to just rip teeth and nails out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then he's pinching her cheeks with it.
Makes you wonder if in, like, the manga or something like that, they did, like, actually.
Oh, my God. If this is, yeah. Oh.
Like, they pulled, like, a white beard on us right here, you know, instead of, you know, showing brain matter, it's just, you know, pulling actual teeth out.
Yeah, it's cheek pinch instead of ripping teeth and nails. It's been censored for the anime.
I doubt it, though.
I doubt it, too. There's no way Oda is that hardcore to do this to an 8-year-old child. Straight up no shot. But yeah, I mean, I think largely that's about it for the most part. Law's here still. He's planning to go and stop Luffy from making a scene in Bakura, but not successfully because he gets stopped by Beppo's unruly tummy because he ate a river fish and he got poisoned.
When they first like show them, like they're like, oh my god, we gotta go right now and stop this, and then it, you know, we go through all these episodes and it cuts to this and it's like, why aren't we moving? And it's,
yeah,
I got a tummy ache. That I was like, of course. Of fucking course. Like this is such a dumb reason.
Yeah.
Just a dumb reason to let Luffy do Luffy things. But at the same time,
we gotta blue ball the audience more.
Yeah, other than that, there wasn't really a whole heck of a lot of like development necessarily. Like, we haven't learned anything really new. It's just we've seen a lot of fighting. That was essentially this week's episodes, was just a lot of aura farming, fighting, no new info.
Yeah, the newest bit of information I think is really just that Kiku is a samurai of some kind and clearly has some sort of business here that was outside the tea house, I think. She's got that big old notebook too with all the names and whatever information that she scouted out from the area?
My guess is that she is an ordained samurai from before 20 years, before Kaido's takeover.
Okay.
And
of the Kozuki clan, you think?
Yeah. And so she's here looking up research to try and make this place fall. And now that Luffy's here, she's just like, all right, I guess we ball. All right, I guess we're doing this now. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Swing.
Yeah, I think probably somewhat similarly. Although I don't know. I mean, this could just be a case of she's got an incredible skin routine because she doesn't look initially like she would be that old, you know?
That's why I'm saying I don't think she's that old. I think she was just trained, like she is part of that clan, like the quote evil clan that the bad guys, surprise surprise, are saying.
Oh,
I'm not saying that she was from 20 years ago. If anything, she would have been like a child then.
Yeah, like if she was at an age where she could learn enough samurai skills to be proficient, she was probably a teenager, and then 20 plus years has passed, which would put her probably somewhere in her 30s then, which, you know, I guess is not impossible. People look older than that. You know, Robin's close to that age.
Yeah, like I would put her in the same age category as Robin.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. Well, I'm interested to see what Kiku's backstory is and how this is going to go for us and the Straw Hats for that matter. What do you think? When do you think we get introduced back to some more Straw Hats? By the way,
I think it's going to be a decent chunk after, like at least 4 episodes after the final fight with Lion Man.
Okay,
then we'll get like sprinkled in with like another character. You know? Sure. It won't be a chunk of them. It'll be like one of them. And then it'll be 2 of them. And then it'll be the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like maybe like a Robin might pop in.
Right.
I feel like a Robin's a very quick one to run into. And then it'll be like Usopp and Chopper. And then it'll be Frankie and, you know, everyone else.
Sure. Yeah.
That's my theory.
This will just be we're getting the band back together style thing where we're just going to go down the line and pick up and regroup everyone together.
Pretty much. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, that could be the case. It feels more likely to me that there will be some other group of them that end up together and then they run into somebody out of like Kinemon and the other 2. Whose names I don't remember. I don't remember the ninja's name. And I don't remember the villain painter's name. Fucking crazy person that makes the tortured animals.
Right. I like how you call him a villain, even though he's clearly a friend.
He is a villain.
But he is a villain. He is a fucking villain in his painting's eyes.
Yeah, for those fucking paintings, man. Like, they're tortured. The bird, it wasn't equipped for flying. The dragon wasn't equipped for walking up the mountain, dude. Like, this guy's just straight up a villain for this behavior. Just a crazed animal. But yeah, I don't know. I imagine there'll probably be some group that is more involved with them going forward.
Right, because I feel like the rest of the crew that were on the ship, like Nami,
Uruku,
Brook,
Choppa.
Chopper wasn't with them. Chopper wasn't on Whole Cake.
Yeah, he was.
I could have sworn he wasn't. I'm pretty sure it was Nami, Brook, Sanji, Luffy. Because they also had what's her name? The bunny.
Correct.
They went to Whole Cake.
And the whole time, Carrot was calling Chopper Big Bro.
Oh, right. Okay. No, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I just deleted that from my memory of Chopper not being there.
Yeah. Yeah. Straw Hat crew that went here to Wano is Robin, Zoro, Frankie, and Usopp.
Okay. Yeah, so I think they're going to be focusing on collecting those ones first, and then we're just going to get like the boat. The people who are still on the boat. That's the progression of the narrative. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure. I feel like at some point they'll probably check in first with the boat people just because we haven't seen anything out of them yet.
Right.
Like we've checked in with the people who initially started here on Wano, but we know nothing about them. So I feel like they'll probably come first. Not that I really care. I'm speculating at this point.
Right.
I would like to see what happened with them, like how they've got so far away from where Luffy was. Like Luffy has the ship and himself, and then everyone else just fucking gone. So I would be interested to see what happened with them first before seeing what happens with other people on Wano, but I'm not opposed to it if it goes the other direction and we just kind of lose them for, 20 or 30 episodes.
Well, like, that's kind of like the formula with Sanji in every arc.
It's just gone.
Like, whoever's with Sanji, they're just gone for a good chunk of time.
Right.
And then it's several weeks of watching what they've been up to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I hate Sanji. But
This is the fundamental flaw with Sanji, yeah.
exactly, the fundamental. So, like, they're going to meet up with the people who are in Wano because, we got Zoro.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get, Robin, Frankie, and Usopp. And we're going to have our shenanigans. And then all of a sudden, whoa, flashback to the adventures of Sanji and everyone else.
Yeah. Plus, we've also just spent an entire arc with all of those other people besides Luffy.
Right.
Luffy's the main character. He's going to end up in these episodes, but everyone else we've been with for a while. Give the others a spotlight now.
Right. It's been several hundred episodes.
Truly.
Let them have their time.
Yeah, let Zoro do the swish swish in the Land of Swords.
I want to see more clutches.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a crab guillotine.
I can't wait for the first. The dream.
Surely we get crab guillotine back in the land of Wano.
I can dream.
What a glorious dream it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That, I think, probably marks about good for talking about the episodes, unless you have any other burning thoughts or theories.
No.
All right. Cool. Now we're going to take this time to move on to more Gabe's fun facts, baby.
Gabe's fun facts.
Gabriel's back at it again.
Ooh.
More stuff for us to read. Because Brendan's not here, this is normally going to be his bit, but I am here and he is not. So it's going to be May. Hello, this is Gabriel once again. The initial pilot for Gabriel's semi-useful fun fact variety hour, say that 3 times in a row, or Gabe's Fun Facts for short, seems to have been a smash hit, so it was picked up for an entire season. Due to some trickery from my hamster executive, though, I was forced into a contract where I'm not to use the full name anymore. The entertainment industry can be so cruel. Anyway, to start us off, how about some fun facts about a character I'm sure everyone here loved? That's right, it's Urashima time! Oh, really? You're telling me you didn't like the guy who kept pestering Kiku for 5 episodes and then got his ass handed to him? Okay. Well, you'll be happy to know that basically everyone in this community hates him too. But the reason why might surprise you. You've noticed that his fight against Luffy drags on just a smidge too long. This is because the anime adapted a fight that takes, and I shit you not, 7 pages in the manga, but it stretches out to take 12 minutes in the anime. Pages, mind you, which do not contain a lot of dialogue because it's a fight scene. Episode 903 in total only adapts 10 pages from chapter 916, which is actually not unusual for the show's pacing. This episode's just really bad at hiding it. Why am I bringing this up? Well, this fight in particular became quite infamous in the community due to a video someone uploaded that compared the fight between One Piece and the fan edit One Piece. One Piece's adaptation of Urashima vs. Luffy cuts out 7 minutes of the fight without losing any content besides one single filler scene, making the whole thing 5 minutes in total. Said filler is the one of Luffy trying to lift Urashima and subsequently being thrown out of the ring. Yeah, that one was... I didn't get why we were doing that either. You know, like Luffy goes in a couple of times to grab him by the belt and throw him out, but then Urashima just gets tired of it, throws him like a doll over his shoulder.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was a thing. Like, we kind of talked about it before. It was cool watching Usopp. So King. God, Usopp. Watching Luffy do the giant sumo slap with third gear was pretty funny. Like, to finish him. I like that. Or at the beginning when he starts off with it to save Kiku in the first place.
Right.
Pretty funny. Love when we get a new Luffy move out of some part of these arcs.
Is it really a new Luffy move, though?
No, but it's funny that he calls it a new move.
Right. It's just the same thing, but slightly different.
Yeah, it's the same punch or third gear punch, but open hand instead of fist. So, you know.
Luffy's the iPhone of Devil Fruits.
You stop that right now. All right. back to Gabe's fun facts here. This never actually happens in the manga, where Urashima never even manages to touch him until Luffy throws him out of the ring. Outside of this scene, everything else One Piece removed was repeated animation and stretching of certain shots, most infamously in the scene where Luffy and Urashima struggle to regain balance for 45 seconds, which One Piece cuts to 18. You know, that's cool and all, but I kind of like the just 45 seconds of them trying to regain their balance. It was pretty funny.
It was solid Courage the Cowardly Dog energy that...
Yeah. Really, that is true.
Like, could it have been cut down? Yes. But the fact that it went on for just slightly a little too long and made it uncomfortable did kind of make it kind of funny.
Yeah. The rest of the fight stuff getting cut, sure. But leave the 45 seconds of... That one got me for a little while. Just the two of them so intensely. Just immediately... There is no reason for them to be doing this anyway. This is just a street fight.
Right?
And they're in the middle of this sumo ring, so they just both decide independently, like, no, I can't leave this ring or I'll lose this fight. Doesn't actually mean anything, but, you know, they decide to go for it, and it's funny. All right. This comparison was once one of the most viewed videos relating to One Piece on all of YouTube, before being, presumably, copy strike by Toei. Thanks to all that, this fight, and by extension this episode, is still to this day one of the primary examples that gets brought up in community discussions when discussing the anime's pacing, and is the only reason why anyone remembers this piece of shit character even exists. Here's another fun fact. Did you know that Urashima having tattoos on his body is actually a violation of the rules of sumo wrestling? Sumo wrestlers, called rikishi, are required to keep their bodies clean, which includes tattoos due to the stigma surrounding them in Japanese culture due to the Yakuza. So, outside of him cheating in his matches, his fundamental appearance violates the rules of the only thing he's good at.
What was Oda thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change, ever since he was introduced. Always the same, couldn't keep his hands off Kiku. But not our Urashima. Couldn't be precious Urashima stealing the art of sumo wrestling blind. And he gets to be voiced by the same Japanese voice actor and voices Patrick Star in SpongeBob. What a sick joke. Toei should have stopped him when they had the chance. And you could have stopped him.
All right. Moving on from whatever that is. How about another delightful character? You better pinch my cheek, because here's some fun facts about Hold'em. Ow. Okay, I didn't mean it like that. Anyways, what a funny character design, right? Oda would agree. Oh, I can't wait to see what Gabe has dug up about this guy. He has stated in an SBS that Hold'em, whose name is obviously based off of the poker variant Texas Hold'em, has his design based on the main character of the show Future Robot Daltanius, which is an anime starring a robot with a lion's head embedded on his chest as a prominent feature of his character design. You know about this show? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that's a very niche one. I'm going to keep reading. You should Google what the hell that is. I want to see a picture of this guy.
All right. Future Robot.
Oda used to watch this series when he was a kid and subsequently based Hold'em's design off him. In fact, he has stated that all of the gifter designs in Wano are inspired by this one character. Hold'em is, by his own admission, his favorite of the bunch, though. Finally, Hold'em's favorite food is eggplant, as revealed on his Viver card. What's a Viver card? Don't worry about it. I'll explain what they are, and if we know what Viver cards are. We know about this. These are like the trading cards where it explains all the characters' like favorite stuff and traits and whatever. All you need to know for now is they're collectible cards that contain various bits of information about various One Piece characters, such as their height, blood type, favorite food, among other things. I mean, if there's actually more to this that's more interesting, then I'd love to know. Oh, Devin has dropped a picture of the guy here.
Yep.
Let's see what that is.
It looks like a Zoid
Oh, okay.
of some kind.
Yeah.
It's an animated series, and it's a Power Ranger.
Yeah, it looks like a Megazord. Looks like a Transformer. Take your pick of insert mech character here.
But instead of like pterodactyl in the chest, it's a lion.
It's a lion guy. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Hold'em. His favorite food is stated to be eggplant. Though, because the Viver cards don't list the character's sexual orientation, I cannot confirm whether this is hinting at something.
So my initial giggle is justified.
That's just an eggplant emoji. Oh, fuck. All right, now for some other uncategorized facts about these episodes. The fight scene between Luffy, Zoro, and sumo wrestlers where Kiku gets kidnapped never actually happens in the manga. Instead, Kiku simply gets snatched while they're all still riding Komochiyo, with Zoro himself using the defense that it didn't seem right to slice up a naked guy. There's a lot of little filler things even in these episodes, huh?
Yeah.
I've heard that the pacing in Wano gets kind of bad at some point, but it seems like it's already a little bit started.
Yeah, but they're subtle, though. They're not as obvious, in my opinion.
Sure.
Some of them are obvious, the but how they get kidnapped, they're just keeping continuity.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just noting it for later when the pacing actually does get bad. And I'm like, damn, all right. We've been kind of doing this since the beginning, though.
I thought the pacing was normally fine in Wano. I thought that's what I heard.
No, I've heard that the pacing in Wano gets pretty egregious at some point.
The arcs that I remember hearing were egregious were Doflamingo's Island and Whole Cake. I didn't know Wano was egregiously bad.
Maybe I'm conflating something that's not true, but I do know that people have complained about pacing in Wano, so maybe it's not egregiously bad, but I feel like I've definitely heard that it gets pretty bad at some points.
Based on my initial, these couple eps that we've been going through, I think it's trauma from those two arcs that is seeping into this arc. It's like blaming your current boyfriend for your ex's behavior.
Right.
I think that's what this is. Now, I could be wrong. I probably am. But until I see it, I can't really point it out and be like, ugh, let me groan when it happens.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge of it. So I'm wondering if a lot of this gripe with it's a lot of people who are rewatching. To me, the pacing of these episodes that we watched this week, not too bad. Sure, they milked a couple things, but that's not out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
If they had milked the chase between the gazelle for 3 episodes, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, this is egregious. But they didn't.
Yeah, well, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's egregious in my mind. But 7 minutes of a fight, it's a fight scene.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let them fight. It's not like they're repeating the same animation of just, Gum Gum Gatling over and over again. It's all unique stuff happening. In my personal thing, it's filler, yes, but it's tasteful filler.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Where it's not detracting away from the fight. It's not prolonging it unnecessarily. If anything, it's giving more oomph to the fight because they're adding new moves, new shenanigans, new gags. It's not just, okay, we're going to repeat the teleports behind you 8 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's largely okay for now. We'll see what our opinions hold for the future when we get deeper into Wano.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mouse Man, the character who talked to that piece of Urashima in the bar, is voiced by the same person who voices Bob the Tomato in VeggieTales. All right, cool.
I imagine this is the dubbed voice actors.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's sub and dub. They got both.
Whoa.
They wanted this one weird connection. Lastly for today, the one true Dark Knight himself, Batman. Just to be clear, the script says Bat-man, just so it's not copyright. We won't get copyrighted, but Oda certainly still can. When I looked up the wiki, it was definitely spelled like Batman the superhero. Batman using armament hockey to block Luffy's punch is a filler scene added by the anime. In the manga, Batman simply shows up, distracts everyone with arrows, and then leaves once Tama gets kidnapped. Luffy never once clashes with him. This filler scene unintentionally scales up Batman, a random Kaido goon, to be able to use hockey, something half the Straw Hats can't even do, and block the attack of a fucking Emperor of the Sea. I was fucking thinking this too. There's no reason that these asshole goons should just be randomly able to fight Luffy and Zoro. This is what I'm talking about earlier, where why isn't Luffy just second gear shaving up to the gazelle and punching the shit out of him, Whatever, man.
It's plot.
It's plot.
That's how my brain processed it. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, they totally can hold up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we'll get to the good soup later. Like, I get it. They're getting their minutes in.
You got to eat the dregs of the last soup we made first so we can make the new stuff. This edition was commonly made fun of at the time of the episode's release, with several community members jokingly calling him the strongest Yonko commander and stating that he could beat Katakuri, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and, of course, Superman. I still find this anecdote to be really funny. Anyway, sorry about blabbing so long again. I'm being carried to a mental hospital now, so I guess I'll see you guys next week. Have a nice day. The fact that you think you're getting out of a mental hospital in 1 week is admirable, Gabe. But
that's why he's going into the mental hospital. He thinks he's getting out.
Yes, it's perfectly cyclical. All right. Well, thank you, Gabe, for your fun facts again this week. Those were delightful. All right. Next week, we will be doing 904 to 908, but we will be skipping 907 because that is an entire filler episode.
I might peek at it anyways, just to see, like, not to watch it, but I'll skim through it just to see how egregiously filler it is.
Might fuck around, watch some filler.
Yeah, if I have the time.
Maybe look up the wiki page for episode 907 also. Might even be faster. All right. So once again, 904, 905, 906, not 907, and then 908. Moving on to quotes. You got any quotes?
Just, Zoro, you're huge.
There, that should do it. It's only a field dressing, though.
Looks good. Thanks a ton. Damn, you are a sizable woman.
I don't know. Compared to Big Mom, she looks pretty tiny.
Just,
Yeah.
honestly, enough said.
Pretty valid. She is huge. She was standing over him imposingly with that sword. I said one of my own earlier where I commented on how Zoro says, "Who are you really? Like, what is this?"
What is this? You're more than just a normal waitress, aren't you? Start talking.
Hearken well. I am samurai.
Then I wrote down one other one from Kiku. She says, "Stop your joking. The only vulgar thing here is your heart."
Ye vulgar beast. The only filth before me is thine own heart.
And this is right after she's done away with his top knot. And Urashima had just previously called all the people in the crowd worthless and vulgar and meaningless and ants and all of that. And she gets pissed off, jumps over him, cuts the top knot, which I'm kind of surprised that Gabriel didn't go over this in general in the fun facts also. But top knots have a lot of meaning in Japanese culture for warriors. So I don't know if maybe Gabe was planning to get into that at some point in the future, or maybe our fact checker didn't even know that, but that is a very significant piece of his identity and honor that she just did away with in 2 seconds. So this isn't just a show of power. This is like a display of dominance over him, like cutting off his... Might as well have cut his dick and balls off, honestly. Like, it would have had the same effect.
Genuinely, yeah. Because, like, it's bad to do that. Like, if you lose that, ooh, you fucked up.
This is like the thing that you watch samurai do in movies when they're about to go Ronin. They stand in front of their court and cut the top knot off, let all their hair fall down to their backs. It's still really long, but it's jagged or whatever, and they've just officially renounced their house or whatever.
Not Gryffindor.
Minus 200 points to samurai. So yes, this is a very significant thing that Kiku has done to this man, and it's mostly underplayed for comedic purposes, but maybe we'll get some other instance of this happening where it's more meaningful, but we will see.
I did like the line that she says following that when he's like, "I'm gonna fucking crush her head," and she's like, "I knew it. You are the type of man to hit a woman."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the end, you are the kind of beast who would strike a woman.
Ooh, damn.
Just putting this man on blast in front of everybody, which he deserves, of course, but
100%.
Okay, we got a golden ham to give out. I know we kind of talked about it earlier, but let's rehash it a bit.
Okay. So I don't actually want to give it to Beppo.
Wow. Okay.
Like if there was like, a fourth party or third party here to, giving solid points, I probably would have thrown it out. But now it's just the two of us. We can get real shit time. Okay.
Right. That was the red herring to get people to come down to the end of the episode. And now that we're here, we've what? We swapped it out on you. We pulled the rug out from under you because we're going to give the golden ham to Kiku this week.
Agreed. Genuinely. She just that top knot slash.
Oh,
throwing the disrespect.
Just playing this man like a fucking fiddle the whole time.
What I see are people just trying to survive, not vermin.
Oh yeah. Like, I know we didn't really talk about her heavily earlier on, but like just the stuff, like the small, simple things that she did, just everything that she did had impact. In my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just so interested in what this character is going to end up being. She is clearly heavily invested in everything that's going on here. She has this notebook of all of this information probably on the leaders, Hawkins, Hold'em, and the third one who is like a horse guy or whatever. I don't know.
I could make a really bad joke.
Go on.
She has the Epstein files.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry, I asked. I knew that was a bad idea, but my heart took over. Yeah, Kiku just interests me in what she's going to potentially do next or what her arc is going to look like. I imagine she's going to be here for the long haul, so what happens as the story progresses, there's so many ways that I think she can go, and I think that basically all of them are probably going to prove to be entertaining and worthwhile. So
I feel like the reveals are going to be huge. Like, it's going to be like eye-opening for like the whole tone of the effects of this continent.
I hope that's true.
That's my gut feeling, and that's why I heavily like, this is good. Like, we're getting some culture stuff, we're getting some lore, like, also plus side, tall woman, awooga.
Right. Yeah, and potentially stuff that could have broader implications for the world of One Piece.
Right.
Because the Kozuki clan has clearly been heavily involved in a lot of what goes on. At a minimum, just being the makers of so many of the swords that are considered the best in the world. So just on this level alone, you can get so much out of what's happening here. But there's probably going to be a lot more because we also know that they are in some way, shape, or form manufacturers of the poneglyphs as well. So there's so much extra stuff here that could potentially be learned about expanding the entire world and lore that just seems so fascinating.
It's quite literally a lore nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
That I'm just waiting for it to blast.
Yeah.
And once it does, oh man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to walk for a week.
Okay. Well, Kiku, 909.03 Golden Ham, easy shit of my life. Moving on to the fan mail segment, where there is no fan mail this week, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, the lockbox is, the key is inside of me.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Justin has it, and I need him in there.
Got it. Yeah, that would prove to be a problem, wouldn't it? You don't have Wi-Fi in there? You never got that installed or anything?
Well, the problem is it's a mechanical key. Like, it's not like a password. It's like a key. They print them out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then they put them in the lockbox. So, yeah.
Well, that's tough. So maybe next week you'll have some fan mail to listen to this time when somebody who's not one of us is here to give it to you. With that being said, we'll just move on to a gab here. Gabbin' time.
So I have the gab.
Okay, I'm glad because I left it with you.
And it's in this bag here that's next to our ring.
Wait, the gab is in another bag?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? The gab is already a bag.
Well, if you look inside the bag.
Are you ashamed of the gab now?
No. It's for, ritual sense. Yeah, I had it surrounded by the salt to cure the spirits.
Oh, okay. Is this some like home remedy medicine stuff? What do they call that stuff?
Holistic?
Yeah, like holistic medicine.
I'm pretty sure. Is it salt or is it rice that sumos do when they throw it in the ring? It's one or the other. Either way, I was trying to copy that.
Okay.
And so here you go. Here's the bag of salt. Here's the garb gab. And I'm opening it. Here you go. Stick your hand in.
Okay. I'll reach in and well, it looks like you didn't stop at rice on the outside. You put it on the inside too. Okay. I'm digging through. Is there anything else in here? Is this just rice? Am I going to have to pull out a microscope and read etchings on a grain of rice to
just keep her going?
So I'm looking for something that's not. Wait. There is more in here. Okay. It's little mochi balls like Tama. Oh, this is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is so much better.
See, it cleansed it.
Yeah. It cleansed the whatever you put in here and made it into little mochi balls. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's see what it... All right, well, this is just ironic now. I'm on such a roller coaster of emotions. So the cute little mochi ball I pulled out says Miss Valentine Award on it. So now we're going to talk about the character we hated in these episodes after...
All right, time to get salty, boys.
So that explains all the salt, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like there's a couple pretty easy contenders here.
So obviously, Lion Man for torturing a child, right?
Yes, definitely.
But then there's also Batman because just fucking look at him.
I think you're more upset by Batman than I am, truthfully, but...
Right. So I'm leaning more towards Lion Man because that ain't cool. We don't do that.
Yeah, I agree with you, but just so it's out there, the other option here is probably Urashima. Just depends on who you think is more egregious in the episodes. I am definitely going to lead towards Hold'em along with you also because fuck you for putting Tama through any of that. She doesn't deserve this at all. She's just trying to have a good birthday for once in her fucking life.
It's her birthday.
It's her goddamn birthday, dude. Fuck you, Hold'em.
Like, Kiku handled it just appropriately. She could defend herself. This one? Nah. Birthday girl? Come on.
Come on. 8-year-old birthday girl who's only eaten rice in her entire life? Dude, what the fuck?
Just experienced beans. I'm sorry. But, nah. Put him in a coffin.
Yeah, put him in the ground, put him in jail, throw away the jail.
Yeah, throw away the jail into the sea.
Yeah, put him in jail, wrap it in sea stone, throw it in the ocean. Be done. End of story. Fuck you. All my homies hate Hold'em.
Like, I understand the Urashima, hatred, but this, nah.
Yeah, nah, this is definitely easy takes the cake Miss Valentine Award. No problem.
In my terms of tiers, it goes Boa Hancock for kicking pets.
Yeah.
Torturing children.
Yeah.
The rest.
Everyone else is P's and Q's compared to them.
My balls.
I should have an FBI most wanted list for One Piece characters.
Oh, you should totally do that one day.
Put my own bounties and their crimes.
Dude, you should totally do that and solo record it. Just sit there and talk at the mic for 30 minutes about why you're setting the bounties at what you are. That sounds amazing. That sounds incredible.
I'll write this down.
Like somebody else being there with you to bounce off numbers would be good, but there's something about you just rambling at people for 30 minutes that sounds way more entertaining.
Just being a schizo, reading off the reasons why, she kicks dogs and cats. That's just not cool.
He took the fucking teeth pullers to her cheek. Who the hell does that?
Psychopaths.
Plus 30 million berries. What else can we add?
Note to self, do that later.
Yeah, find some free time, write out a little script or something even. Totally do that. All right, speaking of things you have to do by yourself, hit the thing.
If you wish to support the show, consider signing up to our membership on pandasightings.com, where you'll get extra content like in-person recordings and vlogs. Maybe that's where I'll post that.
That's absolutely where that should go.
There's also a merch store there where you could buy a little something for you, a loved one, your dog, I think. Maybe. Probably buy stuff for dogs in there. I don't know. Please, the hamsters will eat us if we don't get fed. Fuck.
Perfect. You never look so clean doing the thing.
Well, that's all the body oil.
Yeah. Now, if you don't mind, speaking of body oil, I'm going to need some of that. I'll put some on my body, just kind of slather it on. Yeah, I kind of realized over the course of this recording that you ever heard of a phenomena called Call of the Void?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, where like normally you stand at the edge of a cliff and you go like, damn, weirdly jumping off sounds kind of cool right now. This is an actual thing, by the way, like for people.
Yeah. Call of the Void. Yeah.
No, I know you know, but for the people who are staring at their phones right now going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, for the people who are sane.
This is a thing. Just look it up. I was feeling that while we were recording because I could see inside your mouth the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just remembering what it was like initially. And at first it was terrifying, but now I'm curious.
Well, Christian, I'm glad you think of that because you know what they say about, staring into the void, right? You look into the void and it looks at you.
Take me.
Okay, time to go to Walmart. All right. Oh!